Welcome to Mora FC. It is what it is. This is a hidden bottom t-shirt. You can see the bottoms there. You can see everything is being hidden. The bottom is being hidden. I'm going to give you all the tips, the tricks that you need in achieving this beautiful style. You can see the bottoms there, it's hidden. So when I close it, you can see, bottom is Mora FC. I'm going to break it down the simplest and the easiest form, going step by step to give you all the details. You can see how the bottom has been done. If you get the tips and tricks, it's going to be easier. It's very simple and easy. You just need the tips and tricks for you to achieve this beautiful style. It's very simple. You can see how beautiful the buttons, everything, the lines, everything is. It's Mora FC. It is what it is. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe, like, and share, and comment, and click on notification bell. It's Mora FC. It is. Let's get started. You need your chest measurement, you need your length measurement, your shoulder measurement, and you need your sleeve measurement, all the measurement that you need. Now, cutting normal Senate and top, cutting a normal shirt, you need that measurement. Nothing is hidden, but there's some extra that you need to add up to it. So I'm working with the measurement of 38. So 38, I'm going to divide 38 by 4, and that will give me 9.5. So you can see, as a t-shirt, we have some space. You leave a space like 2.5 inches before you start with your measurements. That's the same thing procedure you're going to follow, but this one have to be longer than the other one. So I'm going to explain everything for you to get a clue without jumping on stage. As you can see here, I'm trying to turn it for you to see, to know that one is really longer than the other. You can see one is longer than the other one, as you can see. So on top, the one on top, that's one going to go inside, So like I said, in the uniform, in a t-shirt, we leave like 3 inches or 2.5 inches. Some will leave 2 inches. So you're going to leave like 2.5. So this is 2.5. As you can see how I put in the fabric. This is 2.5. I'm measuring from the one on top, not the one on the bottom one, the one on top. So the 2.5, then I'm going to add my bust measurement divided by 4, 9.5. From that line, from that 2 inches, then I'll have my 1.5 inches. I'll have my 1.5 inches. So I'm going to put this one aside. So let's come here. Our placket, every t-shirt have a placket in front. So you're going to decide, ask yourself, do you want your placket, do you want it to be 1 inch or 1/4 of an inch or 1.5 inch? You decide on that, hey, I want my placket to be 1.5 or maybe 1 inch or 1/4. So when you decide that, that's when you're going to multiply it by 4. So I'm going to use 1/4. I'm using 1/4. So 1/4 multiply by 4. And that will give me 5 inches. 1/4 multiplied by 4. So this is my 1/4. When you multiply 1/4 by 4, and that will give you 5 inches. Because I want my placket to be 1/4. And if you want your placket to be 1 inch, if you want your placket to be 1 inch, then you multiply by 4, and that will give you 4 inches. The placket in front, you want it to be 1 inch, then you multiply it by 4, and that will give you 4 inches. So the 4 inches, just have to add half inch to it as well. I hope you understood. Every t-shirt have a placket in front. We leave a space in front. It's either 1 inch or 1/4 of an inch. Some may even go and start making 1.5. So I'm using 1/4. So I multiply 1/4 by 4. So that is the 5.5 inches that I'm marking right now. So it's 5 inches plus half inch, and that will give me 5.5. So let's say if my placket, I want it to be 1 inch, then I'll multiply 1 times 4. That will give me 4 plus half inch. Then I will mark 4.5. So from the 4.5, that will be your starting line, the midpoint. That will be your starting line. As you can see, I'm marking my 5.5 here. So if yours is 1 inch, then you have to mark 4.5. I advise you mark 4.5. Do you work your placket to be 1 inch? That will be look cute and beautiful. Make your placket to be 1 inch. So you mark 4.5. If you are facing any problem in any style, link me up on my Facebook. It's Mora IFC, and it's linked up to my WhatsApp. So you send me a message, and I will help you whatever you are facing difficult on that. And you want to. So here the bars divided by 4. We have 9.5 and 9.5. Then you add your sewing allowance. So when you fold it this way, you're supposed to get your bars plus your sewing allowance. Fold it this way, become easy for you, so that you show that. Remember the one we have 2.5 we folded. So this one too, we have to fold it this way, so it will become easy for you. If you are facing a difficulty in any style, follow me on Facebook. Make sure you click on the follow on Facebook. It's Mora IFC everywhere you go. On Instagram, Mora IFC. On Facebook, it's Mora IFC. So my Facebook is linked to my WhatsApp. Just link me up and I'll help you out. So I'm making a notch there. So this is 1/4. This is 1/4 by the length of the senator. This is 1/4. Like I said, make yours 1 inch and to look cute. The person wanted extra big. That's why I made it 1/4. But actual measurement, you should go by 1 inch and to look cute. The lines that we drew. So this one, it have to come inside the 5.5 inch that we drawn. The line, the 5.5. So you need to fall exactly on the line inside the 5 inch, not inside your bust measurement, the 9.5. No, the 5 inches that we marked, the line that we draw over there by the iron. You just have to put this 1/4 or 1 inch there, then you iron it, because that is the placket. That's the placket. Actually, when you're working with a hidden bottom t-shirt, you need to go with a t-shirt, a fabric that is lighter. Not a heavy, fabric, not a heavy fabric. You normally go with a lighter fabric, so that that place won't become so heavy for you. It's more IFC. It is what it is. Come on, tell a friend about more. So if I measure my 5.5, you can see that my fusing is inside the 5.5. You see, this is my 5.5. You can see that my fusing is inside the 5.5, not inside my bust measurement. Do you understand? So I'm going to fold 1/2 inch over here. Half inch over here. Please come on, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Comment if you want to comment. Show appreciation. Tell a friend about, share, let people burn. So I'm going to fold into 2. You fold into 2. See, so that part, we're going to fold that part into 4 sections. You will fold that part into 4 sections. Look at what I'm folding right now. You can see I folded into 2 right now. So if there's 4, you need to divide the 4. You fold the 4 into 4 sections. So I'm dividing everything by 4, because we multiply it by 4. So when you multiply by 4, you divide it by 4. So this is my another fold, because I'm dividing there by 4. I need a 4 line over there. Trying to go step by step for you to understand. So I'm going to fold this part as well into 2. We folded that part. There's a line there, so I'm folding this part as well. You can see that I flipped that one to the right side. I flipped that one to the right side. You can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the stiff, on the fusing is 1. So you can see on the fusing is 1. this joint, look at something here. This joint and the first line, we shape it like this. It's like we are making plackets. We're going to make a placket over there. We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see this line, first line, and the third line. You shift the third line to the first line. Remember, you divided it by 4. So we are working on the right side of the fabric right now. This is the right side of the fabric. So everything I have to do on the right side of the fabric here. We are forming a placket here. So you divide that part by 4. So the third and the first line have to meet each other, have to kiss each other. You know, it is what it is. Then you fold it. Then you give it an iron. You press it. When you do it this way, you can see that your placket has already been formed. I'm going over again. I'm going over, but check here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. It's 4 over there. So this part, from the line from the fusing, you can see where I'm marking. And this part, that's the first line. That's the first and the third. As you can see, I'm trying to go back and make you understand. I don't want you to, you know. So we have 1/4 over there. 1/4, so that will be 1 inch over there if you are using 1 inch. Do you understand? So I'm going to flip it over. There's a tips that you need to understand here. There's something very important you need to pay attention here as well. You know, people are doing it mistaken or stuff like that. So there's a tip which is very, very important. So you need to pay attention right here, over here. We're going to fold this one. Now, this is the wrong side of the fabric. This is the wrong side of the fabric. I've just turned it over. We're back on the wrong side of the fabric. I'm trying to turn the fabric so that you see exactly what I'm doing to give it the perfect one. So that's why I'm keep on, you know, turning it over to make sure that you got the right spot that I needed for you to see. Yes, this one is the right place. It should be like this. So this is the wrong side. This is the wrong side of the fabric. So we're going to fold the 1/4 left here. We're going to fold it here. But look here. You know, we have 1/4 over there. So you are not going to fold exactly 1/4 over there. So look, something is very, very important. So we're going to push it in a little bit. We're going to leave like 0.2 over there. We're going to leave like 0.2 over there. You can see we have some small space that are left over there. 0.2. You're going to leave 0.2 at the tip of it. So this one is the inner side of it. When you do it this way, this when we close the bottom, you will not see the inner one. You know, you don't see the inner one. So when you make it equal, when you close the bottom, that part also what will show up. You know, that second part folded inside shouldn't have to showing up. It's supposed to be hidden with the bottoms. It's supposed to be hidden with the bottom. So if you make it equal, when you close the bottom, you're going to see that the other fabric inward will show up. We're going to pop up. That's why it's advisable to go in by 0.2. So you can see it. Just look something here. You can see when I close it, it lays flat and smooth. You can see the inner one. Obviously, you can see the inner one. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be. So remember, we're going to pull the 1/2 inch out like that. The 1/2 inch, we're going to pull it out. Remember, we came in a little bit, so the 1/2 inch, you have to pull out. Then you have to push. This is the wrong side, and there's a fold over there, so you need to put it under it. You know, you have to go under the folding. Give me a thumbs up, Charlie. Give me a thumbs up. Small IFC. It is what it is, Charlie. I did all this one for you. Very simple and easy. You see the way I'm telling you. You're supposed to go inside, you know, just like that. I'm just folding the 1/2 inch again to cover that part. It's more IFC, it is what it is. Give me a thumbs up, Charlie. Tell a friend about more IFC. It is what it is. Like I said, if you have a problem, you know, follow me on my Facebook, more IFC, and my Facebook, my page is linked to my WhatsApp. Then you send me a message there, you tell me your problem. Even sometimes if you don't understand something, if you watch something you don't understand, you can still chat with me on my WhatsApp, tell me that you don't understand certain things like that. Then I'll give you an audio explanation to, you know, break it down again for you. Just helping you guys. I'm here to help you. So you can see this is how you're supposed to have. It's beautiful, easy, very, very simple. You can see how smooth. When you do like this, you don't see the inner one. You don't see the inner one. So this is what I was talking about. You don't see the inner one, it's hidden. It's supposed to be hidden with the bottom. So when you make everything equal, you're gonna see that when you close your bottom, you're gonna see it shows up. So this inner one have to be hidden. You can see how smooth it is. When I close it, you don't see it. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So look something here, there's another tips here that you need to pay attention. At the bottom folding, how you fold the bottom is also important. It's very, very tricky over there. So you can see I'll open it up and I'm just turning it over. Just look something. I'm going over again. This is how it is. This is how it's supposed to be. Do you understand? This is the center line. So you see, so I'm just taking all, then I'll lift it to the right side. Everything, I'll lift everything to the right side. Then you ask yourself, how many folding at the bottom you're gonna fold? Is it 1 inch that you added for the folding or bottom, or 1/4? That's gonna depend how much you left. If it's 1 inch, then you have to mark 1 inch, then you sew from that 1 inch and to hold it down. Everything. So this one on the right side. Obviously, I just trimmed some off, and I'm still going to trim some part of the top. The one on the top, you can see I left it up. I left that one up. The 1/2 inch, that part, I left it up. So you're going to have something like this. So have you seen? This is how it's supposed to be. Then I'll just turn it over. Have you seen? So all you gotta do is just iron it and just fold the bottom. Then here we go. So there's another part, the last part of it. So you just have to fold. Fold that part. Let me go and do that with the iron and I'll come back. So here, pay attention here. There are two ways of doing this part. There are two ways of dealing this part. It's either you sew in the middle. You open the middle, then you sew exactly at the middle of it, at the middle line. That's how you're supposed to do. So there are two ways. But before you sew at the middle line, you need to check this something here, which is very important. Before you sew at the middle line, you make sure that the 1/2 inch that we added, we folded in one. When you sew inside, before you sew inside, I'm going over the 1/2 inch that we left. You can even top stitch like this. That's what I'm going to do. So when you sew, if you want to sew in the middle, you make sure the ½ inch inward is enter inside, so that when you top stitch, it will hold the ½ inch. But right now I'm going to do just top stitching. I'm going to top stitch at the top and just make sure it's look perfect and nice. You can do this way, or you can just sew at the middle like I showed. So there are two ways. So I prefer this one. So simple, and I'll just go. It's more IFC. It is what it is. Give me a thumbs up, Charlie. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about more IFC. Show love, show support. Come on, give me a thumbs up. And it is what I said. Link me up on my WhatsApp, on my page, on Facebook, or my Instagram, or link up. If you want to say hi to me, and if you want to encourage me, just link it up in the message below. Just look how beautiful it is. You see, everything has been touched, nice, smooth, beautiful. It's not popping up. When I do a top stitch, you hold everything down. You can see. Smooth and beautiful, you can see. So when I put it there like this, you just have to put your bottoms there and do your bottoms hole, and you can see how beautiful that part is, the bottom. It's more IFC. It is. Well, thank you. I will appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. See you always and always.